Good morning, friends. The Honorable Supreme Court of India granted relief to the Facebook Vice President, that is, head of the Facebook in India, Mr. Ajit Mohan, regarding the summons issued by the Peace and Harmony panel of the Assembly, directing Ajit Mohan to appear before the panel on 23rd, 23/9/2020. Of course, since he approached the Honorable Supreme Court, the panel has deferred the posting of yesterday also. Why these things are happening? So you need not wonder, because previously, about 1 month back, I told you, when once on 14th of August 2020, when once the Wall Street Journal published an item regarding the collusion between the Facebook and the ruling party and the part of Ankhi Das, the woman head, so who has told the members not to delete the speeches of certain voracious and angry speakers of BJP like Raja Singh of Hyderabad and some others, etc. Because it seems she told the Facebook officials not to delete their speeches, otherwise they might have to curry the displeasure of the party in power, that means BJP. Straight away, it has published the issue, and now the trouble started then. Actually, if you go back, this all started with the Citizenship Amendment Act, Jeffrey Market, Northeast Delhi riots, RIOTS, rights, in February 24th and other things. In that incident, of course, so many Muslims have been massacred, or so many people have been killed, and so much violence has taken place. And it is learned that the people used to open the underdress of the Muslims and suspects and check up whether they are circumcised or not. Telugulo sunti antam, circumcised or not, and then used to assault them. And some people, even they could not go to the hospital. The Honorable High Court of Delhi has to come to their rescue, and it has to direct the police. Of course, the connivance of the police is also there. These are all allegations. Anyway, Delhi riots in February took place on the Citizenship Amendment Act. You may be knowing the Delhi administration, the Chief Minister of Delhi is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. He is an independent party, and the center is by BJP. And of course, because even though it is a state considered to be union territory, the powers of law and order and public order, they are vested with the Lieutenant General of Delhi. Right now, so it appears, since the press note has come, it has been published by the Wall Street Journal, some issue has taken. Therefore, the government of Delhi, so the assembly, Delhi assembly, it formed a panel. The panel's name is Peace and Harmony Panel, headed by Mr. Raghav Chedda, an MLA. Right? They wanted to inquire into the matter. They wanted to inquire into the connection between the Facebook and the writers and the anti-social elements. Right? So in this connection, they have sent a summons to the Vice President of Facebook of India, by name Mr. Ajit Mohan, to appear before the panel on August 31st. No reply. Once again, the matter is posted to September 18th. Then the summons were issued with a little warning type alert. What they stated is, it will become, suppose you are advised that you are directed to appear before the committee on so-and-so date and tell whatever like that, and later, if you don't attend, so an action under breach of privilege may be taken against you, will be taken against you, like that. It is nothing but a threatening manner. Therefore, the Facebook India, Facebook America, and others representing, so they have approached the very famous lawyers like Harish Salve, Mukul Rohatgi, and of course the Delhi. So, and they filed a writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India before the Honorable Supreme Court. Right? So it was taken up by 3 judges bench, Mr. Sri Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Krishna Murari, and also Anirudh Bose. So yesterday the matter came up, of course, already on behalf of the state, that is on behalf of Delhi Assembly, Shri A.M. Singhi, Abhishek Manu Singhi, he has represented. So it is a clash of titans. So Abhishek Manu Singhi, Harish Salve, Mukul Rohatki, till now our Solicitor General of India. Right. Now Harish Salve, you may be knowing, he is the person who has defended this Kulbhushan Jadhav or India in the International Court of Justice. Right, that is a different part, but why I am telling you, he is a senior advocate and very efficient advocate also. That's why I am just mentioning the previous cases. Now, Harish Salve, he stated that the summoning of the Vice President of Delhi, Vice President of Facebook, to attend before the panel itself is illegal, irregular, because what is Facebook? Facebook is a company, no doubt. Facebook is an intermediary as per section 2 of the Information Technology Act 2000. It is only an intermediary. That means Facebook will carry the message from A to B. That's all. It doesn't have any connection with the same. Of course, on the advice of the Delhi High Court, on the advice of Delhi High Court previously, Google and Facebook have come up with a proposal that they will eliminate or they will delete the postings which are derogatory, which actually support the communal hatred and things like that. They have given a promise, that's all. They are only intermediary. Section 79 says intermediaries shall not be punishable. Of course, if they violate the norms or violate the regulations given by the state or that means center, definitely they are liable for punishment. Second point. So the intermediary comes under the department, under the head of communication. The communication will be looked after by only the center. Communication is in the entry number 31 of the union list. No doubt, public order, police and all these things are there in the union list as well as state list also, you may be knowing. So therefore, under Article 239 of the Constitution of India, they have stated that they should not of course, Abhishek Manu Singhi says that they have got the power to summon him, but now Harish Salve says that they have no power because it is outside their domain, because communication comes under the center list. How the state can ask him? Second point. So how privilege motion can be taken against a person? Can the panel call the non-members? Normally, privilege motion against the members only. Then how can you ask the non-member? And Harish Salve sir stated that it is against to the freedom of speech and expression. Article 19, Clause 1, Clause A says that it is a fundamental right, freedom of speech and expression. A right to speak includes a right to not speak, a right to remain silent. Yes, it is also so. He need not come. So once the summons is given, we need not appear. That is the contention of Mr. Harish Salve. And he also stated that Mohan works for an American company. It's located in America. So he is an outsider. That means Facebook is an outsider. It did not interfere with your state's administration. Therefore, state cannot compel him to come and appear. So this is a breach of privilege. Privilege on behalf of the petitioner. Right? So now, Justice Anirudh Bose, he said that, yes, you are correct. Since the Delhi Assembly is compelling him to appear before it on certain date, maybe on 23rd, so his rights under Article 19, that is to keep silent when Assembly compels him, definitely, yes, he can keep silent to say something, definitely. And secondly, jurisdiction. Already I told you that they cannot compel the person because the subject communication is under union list. Right? So as per Article 239 and 238A, they cannot compel him because it is under union list. Right? Now, in the previous instance I told you, when the matter has come to the light and these people wanted to, the panel wanted to know whether there is any nexus between the Facebook or writers and the anti-social element. At that time, when the Facebook people did not appear, then the panel committee chairman, Mr. Raghav Chedda, he openly stated in a press conference that the Facebook should be made as a co-accused. The Facebook should be made as a co-accused in a Delhi riots. It was a premeditated conspiracy between the Facebook, the writers, and anti-socialists. That means already they have come to a prejudicial mind and a preemptive thought. Already they have given their opinion. That's why Harish Shalvi said they are expecting trouble, they are expecting a threatening manner. Definitely they may do something harm. The Delhi Assembly, the panel may do something harm to the petitioner. Therefore, now on behalf of the Delhi Assembly, so Abhishek Manaswamy sir, he stated that Your Honor, Facebook, this Ajit Mohan was called as a witness only. They wanted to know as to how things had transpired, what is the connection, how the matter has come to the notice of the Facebook. So the links committed, the Facebook links committed to the Delhi riots, they wanted to know. But no coercive steps are intended to be taken and no coercive steps will be taken. But however, Facebook has misconstrued and come to the court. But Mr. Kaul, while saying the affidavit, he stated that, Mr. Singhvi, there is a disparity in what you are submitting and what is said in the summons. The summons said breach of motion will take place, right? Anyway, now since they have deferred, the Supreme Court ordered the Delhi Assembly to file the counterfeit, and till the verdict, Mr. Ajit Mohan need not attend before the panel. This is the relief given to Ajit. So please remember, that's how the Information Technology Act coming into the part of the Constitution and the rights, human rights, fundamental rights are being molded and they are being explained by the Constitutional Court also. Now, one point lastly I want to tell you that then how Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of CEO of the Facebook, how he appeared before the Senate in USA when they called him in that Cambridge Analytica case. Then how this man is not, why he is refusing to attend before court. Suppose if he attended before the court and said, Facebook, ours is only intermediary, whatever these people tell, we will submit. If at all, anything you give directions, we will follow. If he said that means, matter would have been finished. But they have taken to the level of the Supreme Court. Of course, Supreme Court in its wisdom definitely may think in the correct way and do justice. Let us wait for the outcome. Thank you.